whispering pines. When she was with him and he was with she, things came together and strengthened beliefs. Beliefs that this life could be held so complete, with someone by your side, at your door, and at your feet. The husband had led a lonely life before their paths could meet. His only friend was a bottle of booze, but this demon she helped defeat. On their honeymoon he proclaimed his love, her eyes sparkled at his speech. He had everything he would ever need as they slept together in their sheets. Her husband was a hard-working man. Each night and day he'd do what he can. The sweat from his brow and blood from his veins, he worked himself ragged so their marriage could gain. The husband always felt compelled to work late into the night. He labored hard to pay for a home, but he ached for his new wife. Believe it or not, women have needs which only a man can satisfy. This desire began to grow and feed and took over in her life. Young Tommy Hinton lived across the street. He grew up right beside the couple until well into his teens. He worked there at the local market. That's where they used to meet. And over time, her wandering eyes turned polite nods into winks. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Tell me, how well do you know your wife? How often do you two have a fight? Don't lie, what would she do just to spite? The husband was a hard-working man, but his wife just did not understand. For better, not worse, she put her needs first. She left the letter on the nightstand. A broken heart is hard to control, and sad men become bad when hurt takes its toll. I'm going where the cold wind blows, where nothing judges and nobody knows. No need for possessions or any clothes. Friends will not follow, and neither will foes. He came upon them in an old cabin. The place he proposed is where it all happened. Kicked down the door, bursting open the hinges. When seeing them together, he screamed, "Sons of bitches!" And there they laid, on their honeymoon sheets. She fell to the floor and hid beneath. From under the bed, she saw the struggle. Everything could be seen from where she was huddled. They both fought, her husband and lover, and as she watched, they tried to kill each other. The husband pulled a pistol from inside of his coat. He wore a big grin like he'd heard a good joke. He fired the gun into the other's chest. Husband and wife saw the lover's death. The wife loudly cried as she ran and left, not believing the scene she just couldn't accept. Naked and shaking, she ran through the night, through the pines and the dying light. She only walked there in the light of day. She just couldn't find the only right way. Finally she gave in, laid down and cried. She shivered the whole night through before she died. Darkness swept in and started to pull. He became his rage and gave up his soul. He burned their cabin down to the ground and took off with the lover's body, hoping never to be found. Betraying mankind and forsaking his God, the husband dragged Tommy's body like the corpse of a dog. He drove on until morning while laughing through the fog. They discovered his head in about a week. The sheriff found his body a ways up the creek. They buried the wife up on Sandberry Hill. No one could believe that they had been killed. The husband escaped without a sound. He left in the night and never came back round. Her death page did not say that he had taken their lives. The only ones who knew any different were the silent pine. This story is a warning. You reap what you sow. His heart could not handle the path that she chose. I'm going where the cold wind blows, where nothing judges and nobody knows. No need for possessions or any clothes. Friends will not follow, and neither will foes.